Vegas Raiders.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. A give to Etienne running right.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Robinson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Equanimous St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. A handoff for Etienne. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lawrence will throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! It's complete. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He'll find Moreau here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just... a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys and try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence from his end zone. On the slant, this is Chark. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 98 yards. And the Jags on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Devon Hamilton with the tackle. it's 2nd and 9. Carr, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Again, it's Johnson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Lawrence going to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here's a give to ETN.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Lawrence.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Lawrence to Chark. First down, Jacksonville. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
he will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On second down, Jacobs. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Devon Hamilton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Etienne on the toss right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. On first down, Lawrence. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars. Equanimous St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
58 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Etienne with it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. A give, running right, Etienne.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Carr now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, that early